Yo, what's going on, FG fam? Welcome back to another episode of the Detroit Tigers franchise here on MLB The Show 20. We are back for game number 2 of the 2023 World Series here at Comerica Park. We are back again before we head over to Milwaukee. But first, let's take care of game number 2 of this World Series. Tigers lead it 1-0. After winning game number 1, 4-3, they jumped out to a 4-0 lead, but allowed that 3-run homer in the 9th and had to hang on. Tarik Skubal will be the pitcher in this one, and he's going up against Tyrone Taylor to lead it off, and this one is hit out to center, and that is out number 1. Make sure you guys drop a like, support the series, subscribe if you're new for the love of franchise content. It's all we do here. As Skubal walks the second batter, which is Ben Gamel, and Brewers get their first base runner for Franmil Reyes, who goes down swinging at the changeup for out number 2. Keston Hiura is up now, and he dribbles this one over to short. Can't be gotten by Lindor, and that is a base hit. 2 on for George Springer. Springer hits this one to left, and Kendall Brown will get there in foul territory to make the catch for the final out of the top of the first. We'll see what the Tigers can do at the plate against Adrian Hauser. 2.31 ERA in his 2 starts this postseason, 15 strikeouts, 3 walks. We'll see what he can do against this lineup. Richie McGowan will start it off with a base knock. That is the way to start Game 2 of a World Series. Just put a base hit into center. That'll bring up Kendall Brown, and his not as powerful, not going to get into center field. That's a double play ball. Turn 2. And that'll bring up Ketel Marte, who slams one out to right field. Ketel Marte, goodbye. Detroit Tigers take the 1-0 lead, and it could have been more if Kendall Brown had not grounded into a double play. But 405 feet, you take what you can get from Marte. Marte has been huge in the latter stages of the ALCS, and now in the early goings of this World Series. That'll bring up Frankie Lindor. He'll take a walk on the inside 2-seam fastball as the Tigers courting this 1-0 lead. That'll bring up Josh Donaldson, and Donaldson on the high fastball takes this one out to right. And this one is gone! It didn't look like it would be, but it is out of the park. Josh Donaldson with 2 two-run shots in a row. He hit one in game number 1, and he's hit one here in game 2. 383 feet, and he adds 2 more to that 1-run lead started by Marte. It's 3-0 in the bottom of the first. Here's Adley Rutschman, and he's not going to stop the rally here, as that one's a base hit into left. 2 on, 2 outs. And that brings up Nico Goodrum. And Goodrum going to ground this one over to second, and he will be thrown out at first. So the nightmare first inning is over for Milwaukee, but that doesn't take away the 3-0 lead from the Detroit Tigers. We'll be back. Into inning number 2, Brandon Wagner goes down swinging at the high heater from Skubal. And that's Skubal's second strikeout. I'll bring up Omar Narvaez. This one grounded over to first. Nice play made by Donaldson and thrown on to first to Skubal for out number 2. Now Luis Urias, and this one is a high fly ball over to second base. That one is caught for the final out of the second, top of the second. We go to the bottom half. Seth Beer now up at the plate, and this one out to left field and shy of the warning track, caught. Out number 1. That'll bring up Richie McGowan. And Richie going to ground this one over to second, and he will be thrown out at first base as well. Out number 2. That'll bring up Kendall Brown. And Kendall Brown grounds one up the middle. Nice come over and play it by the shortstop for out number 3. Lucas Erceg leads off the top of the 3rd inning, and that one's grounded over to Lindor. Nice throw on to first. Out number 1. Seth Beer out there playing first. Now Tyrone Taylor, and he will go down swinging. They got a throw on to first for the pass ball, and that one is done. For out number 2, Ben Gamel now. And Gamel chasing the outside slider. Goodbye, Ben. As we go to the bottom of the third, Marte leads it off with a walk on the inside fastball. Not going to swing at that one. And now Frankie Lindor up, and Lindor takes one to center, and shallow center it is. It'll be caught for out number 1. And Marte back to first. Now Josh Donaldson, and he goes down looking at the inside two-seam fastball that hits the plate. He doesn't like it, but he's down. Now Alec Bohm, the slider away, gets him. And he will go down as well. Hauser, good pitching in that inning, but it's 3-0 Tigers. We go to the fourth. Starting off the fourth, it's Franmil Reyes on a full count here in the fourth, and that is a high heater taken to center. McGowan is under it for out number 1. Now Keston Hiura. And that one down the third baseline, and that one's actually caught by Alec Bohm. What a play. They'll bring up George Springer. And Springer with the chopper to second. Nice job playing that one. And that'll be the third out there. Now Adley Rutschman up high. Fastball. He takes this one into the gap. It lands. He's going to try for 2, and he is going to barely get there, but he does get there. Adley Rutschman in with a leadoff double. I'll bring up Goodrum, barely tapping this one. Rutschman over to third. Goodrum is thrown out at first. That'll bring up Seth Beer. Beer into right field. It'll land, and that is an RBI single for Seth Beer, giving the Tigers another 4-0 lead. Here's Richie McGowan over to left field and caught for the second out of the fourth. Trying to get back. He cannot get back in time. Seth Beer thought that was going to land. And the double play takes us to the fifth. Here's Brandon Wagner. That is an infield fly over to first, and Seth Beer's going to get there for out number 1. Now Omar Narvaez. Narvaez goes down on the high heater. That is out number 2. And the 5th strikeout for Tariq Skubal. That'll bring up Luis Urias. And Urias, that's a no-doubt base hit into right field. Marte throws to second to prevent any more bags. Now Urseg going to go down on the curveball. He does not like the call, but the strikeout looking ends the top of the 5th. Kendall Brown grounded onto second, and he was thrown out for out number 1. Now with the 3-2 pitch to Marte. Ketel Marte slams it into left field. That is gone. The solo shot in his second of the World Series and second of the game. 436 feet. Ketel Marte, man, he wants that ring. He wants a World Series more than anything. That's what he came here for. That's what he was promised. And so far, he's doing his job to get it. They're going to take out their starting pitcher and bring in Bowden Francis here. Don't know much about him. And right away, he'll get the strikeout on Frankie Lindor. He doesn't like the call, but that was across the back. Here's Josh Donaldson. He goes down as well on the slider away. So a couple nice strikeouts, but Ketel Marte has already done the damage here at Comerica Park. It's 5-0 Tigers in Game 2 of the World Series. We'll be back. Here we are, 6th inning. Tariq Skubal going to stay on the mound pitching here, and he gives up a hit into right field. That's a base hit. Marte a little lackluster on it, but he will throw to second. Now Ben Gamel with a chance. He grounds this one onto second. Chance to make a play here, and the double play is turned. 2 outs in 1 play. Here's Franmil Reyes now, and he will ground this one up the middle, and he can't get there. Goodrum tried. He didn't have the speed for it. Going to try for 2, and he's going to get it. So man on second with 2 away, and Kendall Brown will come over to make that catch. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th now. Alec Bohm. And Bohm barely gets any bat on that one. And they will throw him out at first. I'll bring up Adley Rutschman. Rutschman hits this one over to short, and that one's an easy play as well for the second out. Now Nico Goodrum on the full count. And that's an inside pitch called a strike. Nico Goodrum goes down looking. He hates the call, but that's the end of the 6th. George Springer now. This one is tapped and dribbled onto second, and a nice play by Nico Goodrum for out number 1. Brandon Wagner now, he's 0 for 2, and make it 0 for 3 as this one headed right to Lindor. And the sure glove shortstop makes the play. Now Omar Narvaez, he's 0 for 2, but this one is right down the chalk on the third base line, and that is a base hit for Narvaez. That'll bring up Luis Urias, and he goes down on the high inside heater. He could not make contact with it. And now we go bottom 7. Here's Seth Beer. Beer jammed a little bit, and that one a pop out to shortstop. That'll bring up Richie McGowan, who's 1 for 3 today, and this one a grounder over to second, and a nice play made for out number 2. Kendall Brown now. Last chance in the 7th inning. Chopper onto second. That shift works every time on Kendall Brown. They must have studied him hard. As now we have ended the 7th. Now into the top of the 8th. Lucas Erceg down the left field line. Nice play by Bohm to glove it and throw it onto first for out number 1. Tyrone Taylor up now, and he will strike out on the changeup low. No chance of getting that. Screwball's 8th strikeout. Now Ben Gamble. Gamble hits this one deep into the right center field gap. McGowan giving chase, and he will get there for out number 2 at the warning track. Or out number 3, I'm sorry. Here's Ketel Marte in the bottom of the 8th. He's got one sent and gone for his 3rd blast of the evening. 3 solo shots for Ketel Marte in game number 2 of the World Series. That one goes 444. And the Detroit Tigers open up and extend their lead even more. Lindor with the fist bump. It's 6-0. Here's Lindor. This one grounded onto second and again into that deep shift. Out number 1. Here's Donaldson. Up against Bowden Francis, who's still out there. Donaldson chases the low slider for the second out. And now Alec Bohm, 1 for 3, 3 for 7 in the series. He'll take a walk. And we got a base runner with 2 away. Does that mean 2-out rally? We'll see. Adley Rushman going to hit this one up the middle, and it will not land. Nice play out in center field. And that will take us into the 9th inning. 6-0 Detroit. We'll see what happens in game number 2. We'll be back. Screwball staying out there to pitch the 9th. He's got 113 pitches already, and Franmil Reyes with the infield pop-up to Nico Goodrum for out number 1. That brings up Keston Hiura. And this one is lined over to second base, and Goodrum's got it. George Springer now, the last hope for the Brew Crew. And this one's a lot deeper than second base, all the way to the warning track, and Marte makes the grab, and the Tigers with a 6-0 blank of the Brewers in game number 2. They take a 2-0 series lead, winning both at home at Comerica Park. Now the series will flip over to Miller Park in Milwaukee, Wisconsin in game number 3. We'll see what can happen. Keston Hiura and Franmil Reyes, the 2 guys out of 5 hits to get hits in this one. Brew Crew finding it hard to come by to get hits in this series, but the Tigers lineup is not. And Ketel Marte, 3 for 3 with 3 solo bombs. Absolutely humongous performance from him, and it overshadowed Tariq Skubbal's complete game 8 strikeout performance and complete game shutout in game number 2. Thank you guys so much. We will bring you game number 3 in the next episode at Miller Park. How do you think the series is going to go? It's going pretty well so far, 2-0. Make sure you drop a like on this video, help support the series and the channel as a whole, and subscribe if you're new to the channel at all. For the love of franchise content, it's literally all we do here. If you want to see some more franchise, click right here to see some more franchise. I feel you back somehow.